This is a call from
Nicholas Jones, Green County Jail.
an inmate at Greene County Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. The inmate has requested that you pay for this call. If you don't wish to talk, hang up now. Thank you for
Hello?
using Telmate.
Hi.
Hey,
Hey, how are you doing?
doing pretty good.
Good. Thank you so much for calling me.
Yeah. Uh,
How's your morning
my,
been so far?
I just woke up. My, bunkie was supposed to wake me up, before my rec time and forgot to. So I'm like, what the heck? So I ended up
Oh
sleeping there.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I would hear from you, so thank you. I appreciate it. If you probably don't have much rec time today, do you? And if you're calling me, that's very kind
Yeah,
of you.
I, called you a little late, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's all good. So, well, you've just been sleeping this morning.
Yeah, that's that's what basically happened. I just fell asleep.
Oh,
And slept in. Yep.
nice. Well, the line's always good. I was wondering if we could carry on with our conversation yesterday. I've got a few more questions for you. Is that okay?
You have 1 minute remaining for this
Oh
call.
no.
That's crazy.
Oh no, why did that happen so quickly?
I'm wondering if it's because it's based on how much money you put on the account. I'm thinking that
Oh,
might be it.
it's got quite, I think there should be enough though. I put quite a bit on there just so that we wouldn't have that problem. That's odd.
That is weird.
Um, would you be able to try and call me tomorrow? Is that okay? Unless you can try and call back. What do you think?
I can try to call back if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you very much.
Alright. Sounds good.
Alright, thanks.
Yep.
Bye.
Well, yep, you're welcome. Yep. Bye bye.
Bye.
This is a
Hello?
call from
Nicholas Jones, Green County Jail.
an inmate at Greene County Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. The inmate has requested that you pay for this call. If you don't wish to talk, hang up now.
Hello?
Thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to the system when it calls you. There's a little computerized lady that confuses me. How are
Yeah.
you doing, Nick? Thank you so much for calling me back.
Hey, I'm doing alright. And you're right, the system to this, phone for what the jail uses is very confusing.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm doing alright, I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Good. No, I'm glad. Do you manage to do they give you much time where you can like go outside what's it called, like rec time, where you can get outside a little bit?
Um, uh, I'm actually glad I called when I did because, I have more time than I normally do right now.
Oh, great.
You know, since the last time I called and we chatted, I called around like 10 o'clock here, which was probably like, what, 5 or 6 o'clock there.
Yeah.
I, didn't have as much time then as I do now, since I called a little earlier this time.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I know that I missed a call from you, didn't I, on Friday?
Yep.
I think it was. It's annoying. I was on the phone and then my phone, it tells you when another call is coming through, but really annoyingly, I wasn't able to answer it in time and then I can't call you back, obviously. So I am sorry that you tried to call me and I wasn't there.
That's okay. That's alright.
Um,
I I kind of figured that you were probably in a meeting or something like that. I can see you're
yeah.
a very, very busy woman, so I can understand.
Yeah, sometimes I am. Sometimes I get called into things. So, but I have told the people that sit nearby me that if you call, that they can answer, and at least somebody can tell you that I'm busy or something like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, so when we spoke, I guess I want to talk to you about a couple of things. When we spoke last time, I found it really, really helpful actually. Well, first of all, it was really nice to finally speak to you and put sort of like a person to this story. And it was, I'm glad that we sort of were able to have a bit more of a chat about who you are and your background and stuff. And that was really helpful for me. So if you would be open to it, I would love to ask you a couple more questions. But first of all, I guess I just wanted to see, if we came to film an interview with you, I've spoken to the prison, and unfortunately, because I would love to be able to do this, because it means that you don't have to do anything, but unfortunately you're the person that has to request a form from them. Have you heard of them before? I can tell you what the form's called.
I have not requested that yet because I wasn't aware of it until you just told me I wasn't aware of it, so yeah.
Let me see. I'll try and find out because I got the lady to send it over to me. I just thought that maybe if we could sort of get that process going, that would be really, really great. Because it has to come from the inmate who has to be able to request a media interview. So she sent me along the form, and I thought I could try and send it to you filled out, so then you know exactly what you need to say. But I'm not sure if they'll let me send something like that, but I can definitely try. What's it called? It's just called, you just need to ask somebody for an inmate interview, inmate access to the news media form. So it's, it's offender consent to contact with news media. Do you think you'll remember that?
Yeah, I can remember that.
And I don't know who the person is that you need to ask for that. Do you have like a warden or somebody that you speak with?
Right now they just have a pod officer. That's what I've got asked, the pod officer, and he might know what I'm talking about most likely.
Okay, that would be really great because then if we sometimes that can take a little bit of time. So if we can get that started, it would be really useful. And I guess if you need any information from me, I can give that. It gives us time for you to be able to ask me. But I don't think that there is any information that you don't already know. But that would be really, really helpful if we could get that process going. Because then I think the person who gives the permission will be the sheriff or somebody. So there's a few hoops that we have to jump through in order to get it going. But yeah, if you could look into that, that would be really helpful.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Amazing.
So you could, like you said before, it was called the news media interview form.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's a consent to contact the news media. They should know what you're talking about, but if they don't, I can always, they should be able to give you that form, and if not, I have been emailed that form, so I might be able to post it to you, but obviously it's much quicker if you just get it from them, because I'm all the way over in England.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it takes so long. I think the first letter, I wrote you a letter the first time from here, and it took weeks and weeks, so I don't even know if you actually got it, and I think it's something to do with the distance. So yeah, if you could get it from them, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be.
Have you had any? Do you have any questions for me, or have you had any other thoughts from when we last spoke? Before I start asking you some questions.
Yeah. I kind of got the what do you call it? The vibe of where you were as a representative of your company and everything else. What you were thinking. Well, and I'm happy that you're at least willing to pay for the photos and the film and all that from when I was younger and all that. So at least I'm getting something out of it, besides me just getting my name out there. But I wanted to make sure it wasn't too much on one side.
Yeah. And what do you mean by that? Like on about Gypsy?
Well, I wasn't necessarily meaning in that sense. I was more meaning in like the sense of, I understand you guys need to go make money off of it. I understand that completely. However,
Sure. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, I understand now.
yeah. It is just, I was feeling like I might be getting a little fed. I guess you could say a little short end of the leash, I guess is the way to put it. But that's okay. That's okay though.
Yeah.
Because Yeah, if you want to, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, we would never ever want anybody to be out of pocket for taking part in a documentary that we make. So, and like your father, like licensing the pictures and things like that, or if we had to travel, or if he had to travel to see us, anything like that, we would never ever expect somebody to sort of lose money through doing something like that. Unfortunately, it's just to do with the laws that are tied to people who are in prison, which is where, we're obviously able to help out. Other people when it comes to like, licensing stuff, like with your dad. But yeah, unfortunately, we're sort of tied by things like that when it comes to people in prison.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, because I was hearing from fellow inmates in here that it's based on the state government actually. Some states are different than others with media
Right.
laws. And
Right. Yeah.
and I happen to be one of those ones where I have to find loopholes to be able to make any money off of something like this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Because, and it's the confusing thing with America, well, for me anyway, and I'm sure it's the same for you because there's so many states. Everything's different everywhere, and it always works differently. But yeah, unfortunately, we are sort of, our hands are very much tied with things like that. But like I said, we would love to, from what your dad's told me about some of the footage and pictures that he's got, like, all of that sort of stuff I think would be really great to show, not only because it shows who you are and who you were leading up to this, outside of what happened, but also we can definitely license that from him and it means that he's not just giving us stuff for our own benefit. We want to make sure people get compensated for providing us with things like that. So it's definitely something we want to do.
Okay, that's cool.
Um,
I did have one thing I was wondering.
mhm.
The like future reference. I was wondering. As I do enjoy these calls. I was wondering, however, if it would be possible in the future if you could actually set up a video request, video chat request at some point
Sure.
when we get to because I'm pretty comfortable now with building a friendship with you. I'm pretty
Mhm.
comfortable with if
Mhm.
you did do
Good.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. The weird thing is, it's to do with the card that I set the account up with. I have set up an account, but it might mean that you're getting requests from a man called Simon.
Yep.
But I am actually Simon. It's just because I was using somebody who I work with, their card to set it up. So I didn't know at first if maybe you were seeing those requests and thinking, who's Simon? So it still will come up as Simon. It's just because it's quite difficult for me to change the name on the account to do with this phone system.
That's okay.
But we can definitely video chat for sure. Do you have days that work better for you, and is this sort of time okay for you?
Yeah, you can really any time between my rec hours. You already know what they are, the 9 to 11. Obviously, a little bit closer to 10 o'clock would probably be better. So this way, I don't have to get rushed off the tablet. That would not be
Sure.
good.
Yeah. Okay, for sure. And any day of the week, it doesn't make a difference. You don't have something like that ties you up at some point.
No. I mean, my next court date's this coming Thursday, so,
Oh, is it?
yeah, I think, it's like 11:30 or something like that when I go to court on that day,
Okay.
so I'll still be open even then.
And do you know what's your court date about? Do you know what?
It's,
Is it just like a
it's a
preliminary hearing?
it's a pre-trial. I think it's just to follow up on everything that's going on.
Okay. And your trial's still set, isn't it, for December the 11th?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me schedule something. I just won't do it for Thursday. So maybe I'll try and do it for Friday. Maybe that's a good idea. Would that work for you, or a Wednesday? I'm pretty flexible.
Whatever day seems to fit better in your schedule because really
Okay,
all I have is time while I'm in here. So.
I bet. And also, I suppose it's you need to put that to as good as use as possible. You know.
Yeah,
It's
and
actually, yeah, come on.
for the video chat, since I've had a lot of people have made it as friends in here and such, they've actually told me a little bit more about it since I've never ever had one before, due to the fact
Right.
that the only visit I've ever had was a special visit from my family. I mean, they
Oh
actually
yeah.
came down here. So, because of that, I'm aware that when it comes to those, both sides of it can schedule the video chat. However,
Oh right.
if you scheduled it, it'd be out of your pocket instead of mine, since I need
Yeah.
the money that's right now on my account for my father, since he's the only one
Mhm.
that ever called with the money. Since he's
Mhm.
the only other one that's really supporting me at the moment.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I would never make you pay for you to talk to me anyway. So definitely, I've already set up an account, so I can definitely arrange them. And what I can do is I can just keep arranging them, and even if you miss one or whatever, it doesn't cost any more money or anything like that. So say, for example, I set one up. Sometime this week at 10 a.m. If you can't come for whatever reason, it doesn't have any negative impact. So we can just see how it works. But it's amazing that you're able to do that, isn't it? Have a video chat with somebody.
Yeah, I agree. Well, yeah. I wanted to let you know, Sophie, the video chat, when I say closer to 10 o'clock, meaning that's the cutoff time. I mean, it could
Oh, okay.
be any time between 9 o'clock till 10. That's
I
basically
see.
what I
Yes.
meant. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you
Because
wanted
you
to do it
said.
earlier, that'd be totally fine with me too. 'Cause,
Okay. Great.
I think it's actually
Well.
kind of good for me that I've been waking up earlier just to make sure I remember to call you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well let's do it at 9, because yeah, I understand now because you were saying before 10 a.m. because you get cut off, so we can sort of chat longer if it's before 10 a.m. Right?
Okay. That sounds
Perfect.
totally feasible.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Well, that will be nice. I'll look forward to us chatting then, and I'll try and set something up. If you don't get a notification or anything, then you know you can always call me and we can work out what's gone wrong. But it seemed to have worked the last few times. I think it was more because you didn't know that you were able to have video chats was what the problem was, I think, right?
Actually, I do know what it was because due to the number of people in here that actually have video chats, and I'm almost friends with every single inmate that's in the pod. So, what happened, from what my understanding was, is I had to first give the Simon Chin the name that
Yeah.
on. I had to get that a name to pop up on the tablet to where it's been special on my account. And the only way that would be possible is if I had my very first phone call with you. That's the only way. That's the reason why I didn't pop up. Because I checked the day that you first had your interview with me on the phone.
Yeah.
And when I did, the name popped up on there. Like,
Right.
5 minutes after it did. So I was like, this is interesting.
I bet you were like, this is so weird because you knew obviously my name and you'd known from the past your dad had mentioned Jessica, right? But you were probably thinking, who's this Simon guy? And I got so annoyed because I kept trying to contact the company and try and talk to them to change it, but I couldn't. It was just so difficult. And I sent them like a picture of my passport, all like my ID and everything, and they wouldn't change it. So now I just have to be known as Simon. But at least now you know who that is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it helps a little bit just by you warning me in advance. When you warned me in your letter, it helped a lot. So I'm thinking, okay, that's still her.
Yeah, it's not someone random. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll set that up and we'll see how it works. Hopefully it'll be successful, because that's a much easier way to chat. And as well, obviously, if we come and meet you, it's nice for you to sort of meet us face to face. I really wanted to be able to come because I was in America a few weeks ago, and I really wanted to come and visit you, but it just wasn't set up in time. My letter didn't get to you in time to do that, so it's a shame that we didn't get to meet properly in person, but this is probably the next best thing.
Yeah, I mean, like you said before, I still go to trial in December of the 11th, so really you have time still. If you ever have an actual business sometime in America in the next few months, you still would have a chance to still possibly do that.
Definitely. And actually, we were hoping when we're coming back in September, so we will be back soon, and we were sort of hoping that we would come and meet with you before, well, in that time, so before December. And actually, like our scheduled window of filming is in September, which is probably good for you to know that. So it would be before your trial, but obviously it wouldn't air until after your trial, so there's nothing you could say that would sort of impact, it wouldn't impact your trial in any way. Does that sound okay?
Yeah. I mean, you made your point of what you were trying to get across pretty well. It was pretty well made in your letter. I mean, I knew you were going to wait until after my trial, so that's good news. That's good news because with all the publicity and the way that they blast my name in the city alone, it's actually quite frustrating to tell you the truth.
I bet. Yeah, I bet. No, so we wouldn't want to impact that in any way. But hopefully we'll be able to come. I mean, what would be amazing is if we could come and actually meet with you before, so in person before we film the interview, but I just don't know how that works in terms of time and whether you'll be allowed to if we come and film an interview with you, if they let us have a meeting before. That's something I'd have to figure out. But that all will come once that form has been sent, the form I told you about.
Yep. I figured that'd be one way of getting around one of the barriers that's right now on the way. I understand.
So yeah, as I was saying, I would just like to ask you a few more questions if possible. And so all of the questions that I have for you, obviously, are just between, us, obviously, they record them your end. But I was hoping as well if you would mind if I recorded just for research purposes, just so that it helps me understand what happened. But I won't use it for anything other than for myself. Is that okay?
Yeah, my consent. That's fine.
Yeah, just because, I mean, they're recording the call anyway, but I just wanted to make sure you didn't mind if I recorded it as well, just because it saves me having to write notes, really, and I'm not very good at multitasking.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, my main question, I do have a few surrounding sort of like the early stages with you and Gypsy, but I guess what I really wanted to know that I don't really understand myself is how, when the cops came round to your house, what happened with that? Because do you know how they knew that you guys were there? And how did they sort of approach the house? Because obviously they didn't know at that point whether whether you and Gypsy knew what had happened to her mum or anything like that, did they? How did that happen?
That was all based on basically a post that was pasted on Facebook. Basically, that's what them, and that's the only way they really even caught on. I think that due to my background and everything else, I mean, before this all happened, all I had is, in American terms, all I really had was a misdemeanor. That's about it on my record. And because of it, they would have never suspected something of this caliber to happen, unfortunately. To where I would have been the odd suspect out of all of them that they would have had. Only because I think that was the main changer, is that post, because if I would have had that post changed just a little bit to where let's just say she posted it in a different way, we'll just say that I probably wouldn't be right now sitting at this chair. Because they had no fingerprints, because I was just looking at the discovery, and apparently they didn't have that as much as I thought they did, so they had to rely on other means to connect the subject to the crime. Yeah.
Mhm. And so they obviously connected those Facebook posts to the location that you guys were in. And how did the police arrive at your house?
The only way I could put it is they arrived in full force. Everything except for a helicopter. That's the only thing they didn't have.
Oh, really? So it was a proper. It wasn't just like a knock on the door.
Oh no, it was not
No.
not on the door at all. Actually, when my trial gets over with and everything else, I'm probably start up a lawsuit against the county that arrested me because of the way that they arrested me, and I believe it was using excessive force, even though they lied right on the report about it. So yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So they, I guess, like, what, bashed down the door? Did they use, like, something to knock down the door, or did they, as soon as it was opened, they came in and grabbed you?
Well, the thing is, my parent, my stepdad, and my mom, I don't know who answered the phone, or not the phone, oh my gosh, the door, sorry about that, yeah, the door. But I do know that once they answered the door, they let them in. So they didn't think of anything of it at the time, because they didn't even know what was going on either. And because of it, they let them in, and then they apparently handcuffed my mom for a temporary amount of time, as well as my stepdad. It's probably the most traumatic moment for my little brother. I feel horrible for it because of it. And then they waited for me to get down the stairs. They weren't going to move up the stairs because apparently they thought that they had a disadvantage or something with it, even though what I did was a one-time thing. I wasn't going to cause any more trouble than I already did.
And so when they came in, was it just you that came down the stairs, or did Gypsy come down the stairs with you?
She came down before me.
Oh, right, okay.
Yep, I had my very last kiss before she went down there.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
And what did you two say to each other before she went down? She obviously knew what was going to happen, right?
Yeah, actually she told me something because, that's something that, I don't know what it is with the medical field, but they haven't been able to diagnose it with me. I have an alter ego. That's the main reason why what even happened did. And because of it, she actually told me something because apparently she's just doing it in a protective manner. She pretty much told me, don't put your way through. So I listened to her.
Don't do what, sorry?
Yeah, don't fight your way through. Because she knows that my other ego is one of those ones where he's like the worst of the worst. I mean, he really that's, yeah.
Like an angry person, like very aggressive.
More along the lines of evil, I would have to say. I mean, he's really the eviler side of me. That's the reason why I'm so bubbly and everything else. That this part of me is because it's just the part of me I'm used to having out. The very first time, the very first time I had the other part of me out, scared the daylights out of myself, actually, because I realized what was going on, and I kind of panicked because of it. Yeah. But yeah, back to what was going on. Yeah, she went down after she told me that, and she didn't apparently arrive at the station until like I think it was anywhere between I want to give an estimation, like between a half an hour to an hour after I did. You know, but when they arrested me, they instead of just push me down or something like that to like try to do it with minimal force, they shoved me to the ground, and when they shoved me to the ground, I ended up having a certain rib in my rib cage and all that. It ended up landing on one of the steps, the only step that's on the outside of the place, and my face hit the ground, and my knee got scraped. There's a number of injuries that happened with it. Yeah, that's part of the reason why. Because also the pain that I do feel from time to time, it comes back as if it doesn't heal permanently. I think it's because of malnutrition, honestly. But anyways, yeah, it's that's one reason why is because I have a part of my body that doesn't seem to want to heal. That's part of the reason why I'm going to open the lawsuit against the jail. Yeah.
And so how, I wonder like why they thought that they should use so much like force against you. Because, you know, obviously those things that were posted on Facebook and they connected it to where you were, I guess they must have just been going on like an idea that they had that maybe you'd had something to do with it. Because like you said, they didn't find anything that connected you to the crime scene. Is that right?
Nothing but blood because I accidentally cut my finger in a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so when they arrest you, I don't know if it's the same. So in the UK, when they arrest you, they sort of tell you what they're arresting you under suspicion of. Did they say that to you as well?
No, they didn't necessarily tell me that until I got to the jail, to the police department. I didn't get to find that out until then. But
So how did they... Oh yeah, carry on.
Yeah, but the one thing I did ask them right after they arrested me was, first I told them there was no need for the use of force on the way that they did. When I actually looked at the official incident report of the actual whole thing, they never even mentioned it in the incident report.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, I actually asked that question, and it took me 3 times for me to ask them.
You have 1 minute remaining for this call.
We're already on our last minute. Ooh.
Oh no, it goes so quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Will you be able to call me back tomorrow, and then I can, if you can, and then I'll try and set up a video chat in the meantime.
Okay. Are you gonna try it Wednesday or Friday? I'm wondering what day.
Let's try for Friday.
Okay.
And then it means we can chat over the phone a little bit more. And then it also means maybe you can have time to get that form. So then when we do chat on video chat, maybe I can give you some help with it if there's anything that you need to know to put on it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, great. But if you can call again tomorrow around the same time, that would be amazing.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Thanks. I look forward to chatting then.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.